Have either one of you experienced any of the symptoms from this?
Oh boy, do I have to say that? Yes, yes, yes.
And what has happened to you?
Hot flashes.
People expect menopause to be a point in time. I'm in the menopause or I'm not. But menopause actually happens and starts and stops.
My skin is so dry.
I thought you would say dryness.
So dry.
I was one of the people who was kind of looking forward to menopausal symptoms because I've always had an oily complexion.
Tell a sister or an aunt or anyone, you know, don't fight flashes because it's irritating. It makes a woman's personality change too, I guess.
I found that some women actually start to get claustrophobic. They walk into a room and it just feels too close to them.
There were times when I know that they thought, what is wrong with you? You know, it's like the same way I was feeling that I wasn't me, they were feeling like this isn't my mother. To come over here and stop and pick up some flowers for my friend Betty, who was in the hospital. And no sooner did I stop here to try to decide what to get than I definitely felt a hot flash coming on. So I waited about 10 seconds hoping that it would go away, but it didn't. So for probably 20 seconds I stood here hanging onto my cart, staring at the floor, taking deep breaths until I felt comfortable enough to ask the sales girl for the flowers. And I went over here and opened the cooler and let the cold air go onto my face, at which time she came over and picked out my flowers and the cold air was gone. Then I turned around and I went over here. But when I came here before, all of these plants weren't here, and I was looking for a vase to put the flowers in. Fortunately, the ones I were looking for were on the bottom shelf. And so I came over here and leaned over like this for about 60 seconds, trying to get the blood to rush to my head so that I wasn't going to pass out. When that finally didn't work, I decided maybe it's time to get out of the store. I've never thought of it as something to be scared of. I didn't really, you know, as I was going through my life cycle so far, it wasn't that I gained a lot of technical knowledge to this point about menopause, but I can remember as a teenager, my mother and her friends, you know, sitting around and making the same kind of jokes that I'm making now. I mean, I can remember them saying they didn't care if it was the middle of winter, they didn't need a coat because they were already hot, you know, and there was no way they were going to be cold. Or, don't worry, I'll just call up a hot flash, or, you know, something like that. Or somebody sitting there and all of a sudden breaking out in a sweat and everybody laughing and go, oh, there she goes again, you know, she's off again or something. I mean, because it's a way that women try to deal with a situation that if there isn't compassion and understanding, can be a very embarrassing situation. Menopause, the word, literally means mens, monthly, and pause, stop. The word actually refers to that specific time when your period stops. Most women use the word to explain the years surrounding the change of life, so that's how we'll use it. In America, 40 million women are in menopause, so there are a lot of us. 3,500 women start menopause every day.
Really, because other than that, I don't feel different.
Oh, is this a time of life you're enjoying now?
Yes, I am.
What about the average woman on the street? We asked them and a few men what they think about menopause.
Oh, getting old.
Have you experienced any of this?
I'm going through it now.
You are? What symptoms are you having?
All of them.
All of them.
They all of them.
A time in my life when I feel more mature and just a better understanding of my body, of my children, just growing up. It's a part of growing up.
Maturing,
Maturing?
aging, yeah.
This is a positive thing to you?
Yeah.
No menstruation and older women.
And older women? Do you have any idea what age you might anticipate this?
About 45 and above.
Okay, do you know, has your mom gone through this at all?
Yeah.
Did she have any severe symptoms that you recognized?
Irritable.
Irritable?
Tough times.
Tough times? Have you experienced any of this personally yet?
No,
No, not yet.
Not yet.
What are you anticipating?
I'm not looking forward to it.
Why is that? What do you think might happen?
Well, it's not a very good, happy time in your life that I understand.
When I say menopause, what does that mean to you?
The end.
The end? The end of what?
Everything.
Everything? As in kids, sex?
Well, everything.
People expect menopause to be a point in time. I'm in the menopause or I'm not. But menopause actually happens and starts and stops. Women may go through a period where they have one symptom and not another, where they have all the symptoms and then pull out of it and go on to resume normal cycles with no symptoms and then start up again. The ovaries just don't stop on a dime. They stop in sort of what I say dribs and drabs.
Dr. Marianne Hugo is an OB/GYN. Much of her practice is spent talking to menopause and perimenopause women.
That can go on for years, I'm afraid. It's usually 2 or 3 years where they go through this period of cycle irregularity.
Gland called the pituitary gland to release a hormone called FSH. It is the FSH that tells our ovaries to release an egg each month. While that egg is being released, our ovary also secretes estrogen, another hormone. Estrogen is sort of the big boss hormone in a female's body. It plays a major role in everything from a healthy heart and healthy bones to soft skin and thick hair. Another major role of estrogen is that it signals the uterus to grow a soft, velvety lining.